I've been trying to go live for the last 5 minutes. My button just was stuck. It would not let me go live. So I finally made it on. Episode 128, I believe, of Talk a Lot with James Lott Jr. Wearing my special glasses because I have to. I'm not trying to look cool or anything like that. It's telling you all I am coming live, so we'll see who comes on. Hi, Sport Report Deb. How you guys? Let's see who's coming on. Um, yes, it's been a tough couple of days for me, personally. Hello, everybody's coming in. Hello, Saturday night. Hello. I made a point to come on tonight. I'll wait for some folks to come on more before I make my hellos and announcements. Hello, everybody. Hello, Sport Report Deb. I miss you too, Deb. Hello, Carlton. Hello, you guys. I'm not trying to look like Bono. I'm not trying to look cool. These are my daytime glasses that I can't find my other glasses. So I have to wear these so that I can actually see. Not trying to look cool at all. Trying not to at all. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Talk a lot with James Lott Jr. I know many of you guys are probably surprised I'm on. I'll tell you why in a second. Hello, Brandon Larkins. Hello, Carlton. Hello, Sherry, Daily Brew, Kirsten, and Annie. Let's see. I already said Carlton, Deb, everybody. Hello. So let's get started. Hello, Justin. I'll get started. So thank you, everyone, for your well wishes and your thoughts and your prayers. And hello, Jerome. Hello, everybody. I have to make a clarification. My mother, Miss Biddy, my biological mother is still alive. My twin, she's still alive, is my other mother who passed away yesterday. So she's alive. She's fine. But it's my other mother, Elaine, who passed away. Hi, Jake Park Country. Hello, you guys. So thank you guys for the likes, the thank yous, everything. I appreciate it. My family is dealing with it. My heart's with my siblings. They're working on it. We're surviving it. It's hard when you lose a parent and parental figure in your life. And I was with them all day today and yesterday. Jake Parr, everybody, thank you. So I am doing okay. Working through it. It's going to be a long process. Get through it. And thank you. But I'm working through it, so I'm good. I'm good. And a song that I wrote for my sister, she liked. So one of those kind of last things she heard. So yeah, thank you. But we are working through, and I am creating content. And tonight I had 2 recordings for 2 audio dramas that I've written and produced and I'm directing and everything. And we're moving right along. I have some really good shows coming up. A lot of It's funny when you write something. Okay, so here's something that's interesting. So I'm a writer. I'm a songwriter. I'm a book writer. I'm a story writer. What's interesting is when you write for yourself, that's one thing. You create for yourself, that's one thing. When someone else reads your words, it's magical. When they take your words and bring it, because I've written songs for other people, and now I'm writing stuff for other people for these audio dramas, and it's a trip. Kirsten knows she's read some of my words. Hi, Cosmopolitan. All my friends are coming on. All these handsome, pretty, wonderful people are coming through here. Hello, you guys. Hi, everybody. Follow everybody. These are all great people. Everybody follow each other. Jake Parr has songs. Jerome is amazing. Paul is amazing, who's Cosmopolitan. Brandon Larkins has content. I mean, just all these amazing people on here. You guys should be always following them, seeing what they're up to, seeing what they're doing. The world is not just about me. It's about all of us, the village. So, thank you. So it's all about, not just about me. If I die tomorrow, I want people to be able to say, well, James was nice to other people and he supported them. So I do. I try to support my friends and those of you guys who are on here and your projects and what you have to say. I try to do that. It's very important. It's very important. And it's just part of my life. It's not anything, you know. It is. You guys are. Jerome's a very talented person. You guys should see what he's doing. Brandon is just like amazing at what he does too. Paul's amazing at what he does. These are folks that are out there, doing the work, folks. Doing the work. There are folks who just talk and don't do nothing. There are folks who are afraid, who are frozen, and are afraid to do or try anything. And one of the great things about doing these audio dramas, many of them were first timers. They were first timers who wanted to try something. And I think, why not? You have nothing to lose. Like, you really have nothing to lose. All this death I've had in my life, I've just realized that you're here for a certain amount of time. You have do something. Do something. I mean, like, you want to dance, then try dance. Learn how to dance. Do some dancing. You want to sing, whatever. Figure it out. You want to write a series? Write a series. I mean, now is the time. Now is literally the time because technology is on your side. DJ Steve Flores, my other buddy, who's a great DJ, and so Voice Studio. Hello, you guys. We love voice stuff. I got the voice. Hanging in there, Steve. I'm hanging in there. Sports Report Deb's great too. She's another person. She's a host. Follow her. Host Sports. Her name's just a regular host too. She's good. Another one who's good. She and I have talked over time. JC Flores, great DJ. I mean, these are folks that they do the work. They practice what they preach. Folks are doing it. I mean, it's and I admire folks who go out there and do it. And not everything hits, not everything lands. Some things are hits, some things aren't. But if you don't try, the worst thing is shoulda, coulda, woulda. That is the worst thing. And I know in my life, I never have to say that. I've tried just about everything I've wanted to try. Terry Lewis said, the same thing to me almost a year ago, it's time to create. So the children's, that's right. I'm out there for the kids too. But here's the thing. So here's the thing. It's, you have a phone, you have a tablet, you have, what else is out there? You have recording device. You have a camera. There's so many things you can do. You have social media. Social media is free. You can literally, do little bits on there. People are doing things on TikTok. People are doing things here. It's kind of like if you want to showcase your talent or try out your talent, or there's ways to do it now. You can record a song. You can record a video. There have been movies made on iPhones. I mean, like, it's the same. There's things you can do. There's really no limitation at this point. I started this whole audio drama shit, and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. And now I got 5 out. They're all doing well. Do the research. Get some education. Ask people, folks that you don't know you don't know them, or you do know them, maybe they know something. Ask. See what happens. See what happens. If you're out there who can help you out. Sometimes your friends have great ideas. Sometimes family members have great ideas. But nowadays technology, it wasn't like in the old days. Nowadays, you can put out your own album. You can put out your own song. You can put out your own book. There's self-publishing and it's there, right at your fingertips. I know people who don't have a YouTube channel and they claim they're a singer. They put out video. I'm like, well, but you do. They don't have a SoundCloud page. They don't have I don't know what that means. Kind of weird to me, but I'm like, it's there. There's a free version. You don't have to pay for it. There's parts you can just, you may be limited, but you gotta start somewhere. You have to be rich. There are free versions of programs online you can get, and you may be able to go so far, but maybe able to create something. Surround yourself with other creative people. There may be other people out there who might like what you do, and they want to do the same thing. What are they doing? Them too. One day I will, and you will, and you will. Because I know folks are like 5, 10 years later, I'm waiting for that special time period. I'm waiting for that moment. I'm waiting for it to be perfect. I'm trying to get my. It just there's no such thing as perfection, folks. There really isn't. You have to just go out there and just do it. And sometimes it's good to start somewhere, even flawed. Then later, when you're better, you go back and go, remember that time when I first started and I had like 2 dancers and we didn't know what the fuck afterward, that kind. I mean, you can look back and laugh, and you can also see your growth. I know my first audio shows don't sound as good as the ones I have now because I was learning. But see, I didn't wait. I started putting stuff out. You know what I mean? I made a decision and went for it. It's scary. Most times it's really scary. You're like, should I be doing this? I don't know if I should be doing this. You do it, and you just do it. I know it sounds like so simple, doesn't it? It sounds so simplified. Just do it. Like I'm a goddamn Nike commercial. But it's just, but it is that, but it really is that simple in terms of walking through the fear and just do it. People want content right now. They really do. The world is a crazy place. They want escape like it's nobody's business. They want new songs. They want new music. They want new video. They want new audio. They want new books. They want it all. They want it. So even I questioned myself last year. I was like, should I put this out? It's quarantine. They're like, put it out. People are at home. They're not doing anything. They're at home. They want new stuff. And I'm seeing from the numbers, like I look at my numbers every week, and I'm like, people are looking for stuff. They're looking for new content. I put out, folks, a Falcon Crest after show. Okay, so you guys are like, what the fuck is Falcon Crest? Falcon Crest was this show in the 80s that was like the stepchild to the other soaps. Like Dynasty and Dallas were huge, and then there was Knots Landing. Then there was Falcon Crest. I was like, would anybody want me to do a Falcon Crest show? It's a hit. I put it out. I put out 3 episodes. They're a hit. When I did the Girlfriends after show before Girlfriends came out on Netflix, before they did, I put out a Girlfriends after show. I was thinking, would anybody want this 20-year-old show that I'm laughing and watching with? People loved it. People loved it. And it was just like, oh my goodness. It's like you have to just go with your gut. Folks are just like my glasses. These are not even. I'm not even trying to look cool, folks. Really, I'm not. It's just I can't find my other ones. These are for outdoors, and I can't see. I'm blind as a goddamn bat. Well, actually, bats have sonar, so they can get around in the dark. But I can't get around in the dark. So I'm wearing these thinking I'm Bono or some shit from U2. But go with your gut sometimes. Sometimes the things that you like to do, put it out there. You'll find someone else who likes it too. Interesting, right? Someone else will like it too. You never know, right? I want you to be gays Christians on the same table to have a combo. I also want to learn about, you think. That's something interesting. I don't know if that's what I want to do, but that's something interesting. That's not really what I do, but okay, that's an interesting. That would be an interesting conversation. That was your email too. Oh, you're the one sending the email. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I would do that. That could be something impossible in the future. I guess it's not where I'm at right now, but it's interesting. It is interesting. But yeah, it's just it's one of those things you have to just like go out there and just you know go for it. I guess whatever it is, and people are gonna always have comments. They just are, no matter what you do. You can't please everybody. I work in the soaps world, so I work in opinion television. Folks don't like your opinion, which they have a right to not like your opinion. They have a right to not like it. So it's one of those things that just does happen. You have to kind of let it go. You know, I know when you create something, it's like your baby. You create it, and it's just kind of like, it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm presenting my baby to you. You want anybody to like mess with your baby? You want anybody, Now I'll be a little shady for a second. I've seen some ugly babies. Oh, I've seen some babies that are not cute at all. You're like, oh, that's your baby. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I would never be mean to the baby. It's not the baby's fault. And I would never but there are folks out there who will be mean to your baby. And you have to kind of learn to live with that. It's one of those things you just have to go, okay, that's interesting. But it's fine. And not everything you do is everybody's cup of tea. So once you get past that part, and they say sometimes don't read the comments, and sometimes they're correct, don't read the comments. Even the ones that are all good. Sometimes you get all too many good comments, you're like, I can't be that good. But it's just like you putting something out there you can stand by. That's number one. Whatever you put out there, can you stand by it? Can you stand by it? Can you, do you believe in it? Did you do the best you can? If you say yes to those things, then okay. Again, where it lands, you have no idea. You release it to the world, and folks can receive it however they're going to receive it, right? It's just very interesting. My career and the directions that I'm going are the directions I want to go. I'm in charge. I have my own network. It's up to me. Nobody's directing me or telling me what to do, or where to go, or what I should present. It's up to me. I choose the subjects. I choose the guests. I choose the stories I want to tell. I choose the way I want to tell them. And that's something I worked very hard for. I mean, I didn't have that freedom in the beginning. It took me 13 years to get here. And now that I'm here, that's what I decided to do. And I think we all should strive to be able to tell the stories and things we want to do however we want to, in the manner they want to, right? So if you have songs you want to write and put out there, you should be able to put the songs out you want to put out. Those are your songs. If you feel this way right now, then put it out there. If you want to change direction, next album, change direction. I mean, why not? Shit. Now, whatever happens if people don't buy the next album because they didn't like the direction, that's fine. But as long as you can stand by the album, go, that was pretty good. I like that album. I had a good time making it. I had fun. I'm going to do it. It's great. So I'm in a very creative stage right now that's just been very interesting. I'm interviewing people I've never interviewed before. I have some great interviews coming up next week that people I have just subjects I've never talked about before. There are certain subjects I want to talk about, so I'm pushing those also. It's very interesting. It's very interesting time. So with all this, with the death of my second mother, it just kind of again just reinforces: get out there, do it. Live your life to the fullest. Try to get do the things you want to do. I told myself, was it 12 years ago, I'm not going to do anything I don't want to do. Just not going to. I did jobs I hated that I had to do because I had to make money. For 16 years, I lived in San Francisco, where it's very expensive. And there were several jobs while I was there that I did not like, and I just did because I had to make the money. I had kids to raise, and it was very tough to live there. It was very expensive. And I made a decision. I remember I said, I don't want to live to work, because that's a big thing too. We get so caught up in that sometimes, where we're working, so we can, we want to, you want to live and have work. And part of me was like, if I work 2 or 3 jobs, which me, I still do the same thing, 2 or 3 jobs, that give me enough money to actually do fun things and go on trips. I could take time off and have enough for my rent, my utilities, and still go somewhere for a few days or for a week. It was so important. This is pre-pandemic, of course. It was so important for me to leave town every once in a while. There were many weekends I would leave, go somewhere. Not even anywhere fancy. I mean, it could be like Las Vegas, Tahoe, San Diego. It wasn't anything fancy, but it was like I had enough money to get out of Dodge for a while, see different scenery, and then come back refreshed. Because all of us are on that grind, and it's tiring sometimes. It is hard sometimes. There's some days you're just like, even if you like what you're doing, it's just like crazy. Townhouses in Hayward, sorry. Yeah, it's, I know Hayward. I know that. I know Hayward. It was very expensive. And now, the Bay Area is now priced out. I mean, I have friends who are leaving by droves because they can't afford it anymore. LA's getting there too. LA is starting to get there. Luckily, I own my home. I'm good to go. I'm not worried about anything. For me, I'm good. But I know other folks, it's not easy for them. They're getting sticker shock because it's getting really expensive down here. And with this pandemic, I mean, they're starting to open up LA a little bit. They're starting to. Um, that's why it's gonna be interesting for me to leave LA for the first time in a year and see somewhere else. Even though it's Sacramento, which I affectionately call excremento. I'm not. It's weird. I'm excited to go. Like I'm never excited to go to Sacramento. Like never. I'm never like yay Sacramento. But because it's been a year since I've left Los Angeles, I'm kind of like yay Sacramento. I mean it's bizarre just to go somewhere else and see other streets. I'm going to see my family, of course. I haven't seen in over a year, but it's like there's places I like to eat there, like Jim Boy's Tacos, my favorite. Modesto is where dreams go to die. And but going up there, like I said, usually I'm not excited to go, but I'm kind of excited to go to see familiar stuff that I haven't seen in over a year. And again, to see my kids and grandkids, so it'll be really nice to see them. It's gonna be a trip. It's gonna be a total trip. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna be celebrating Christmas because I wasn't there for Christmas. A couple of birthdays. We got a lot of stuff to celebrate. Yeah, I mean March 8th is when they started canceling stuff, and my granddaughter's birthday was that. I was supposed to go see my granddaughter, and I said, okay, well I will post. I will. They canceled my stuff, my ticket, and said, I said I'll be in 2 weeks. I go end of the month. I'll come see you, and then March 17th in LA, everything shut down. Studios that I was working for shut down. Certain systems shut down. All my jobs dried. Everything just dried up. They were like, we were on lockdown in LA. And they said probably for the next 2.5 months, which we were. We were in lock. My birthday, that was March. My birthday was May 10th. We were still in lockdown. I don't forget any of us who had birthdays early last year. I remember there wasn't even food you couldn't even sit outside. It was just takeout only, delivery, takeout, or it was mostly delivery. And a lot of restaurants were actually closed. It's my birthday. I hated my birthday. I didn't like it at all. I did not enjoy myself. Yes, some folks called and somebody bought me lunch and dinner. That was nice, but I was alone because I was quarantined. I was home for 90 days without seeing anybody. So I was not happy at all. It was one of the worst birthdays I ever had. And so then, now this year, at least we have outdoor seating in Los Angeles. So if I wanted to go out to dinner or lunch, I actually can. And that's interesting. I'm going back to work tomorrow as an organizer. I was going to take this weekend off. I'm taking it off from the media stuff because I need a break. But I am going to work as an organizer, and I have all my precautionary stuff ready to go. You go make some money, you know. And it's been a long year, folks. I can't believe it's been a year. I started this show a year ago, basically, because at the end of March it'll be a year, and I started it because of the pandemic. And I chose 10 o'clock at night and said, okay, we'll do this at nighttime because nighttime people get a little more stressed out. I'll be your voice during the night before you whatever, and then that's it. It's your mom and brother in Fremont. Yeah, I know Fremont. It's tough. No, it's tough. I haven't seen my kids and grandkids since the end of 2019. My aunt since Christmas 2019. I haven't seen them since then. I just haven't. The pandemic kept us apart. It's the longest I've gone without seeing them. And my other daughter is, pregnant about to have my new grandchild any day soon. So I'm like, they're all in Sacramento. It's not even far away. It's like it's 400 miles away. So by car, let's say like 7 to 8 hours. Plane, an hour. train anywhere from 6 to 12 hours. So it's the same state, not too far away, but and so I'm walking through the fear of that, of getting on transportation with the recycled air. I'm also going. I am hoping that the hotel I was staying at it's nice. I'm staying at a nicer hotel, so hopefully it's clean. I will have my stuff just in case. If I have to spray, I will spray. And then just seeing them and making sure they're getting their tests. I'm getting my tests. My my stepdad, my mom are getting their second vaccinations, so they'll be vaccinated. And then when I get back, I'll quarantine for 10 days and take a test and see what happens. But I think it's worth it at this point. Again, now that I lost my stepmom, I'm like, I want to see my kids and grandkids. And she came to me in a dream last night and told me to go see my granddaughter. My granddaughter turned 16, March 8th. She goes, go see your granddaughter. She needs to see you. I was like, okay, girl, I'm going to go. I'm going. So I think it's a very important thing to do. And so my she is in Texas. So she's not even out here. So we're bringing her body out to California. And that's a whole process. So it's the first time ever done this kind of stuff. So it's going to be like a month and a half process. So this should be very interesting. Because she'll be buried out here at a place out here. So very interesting process to go through all that. Get the body, where do you store the body? You got to bring it out here, fly it out here, and it's a very interesting process. Yeah, I'm happy I'm going to see my family too. I've been depressed about it, so literally depressed about it. So I'm very happy I'm going to go see them. It's just this time, and I can't see. So I can't see. It's time. We all get the pandemic, and it was a weird, strange time. But now, and I get pandemic fatigue. I totally get it. You just want to break free and bust out. But you can't really do that, of course. I might be taking a trip to Texas. I don't know. We're in talks about that also. We might do the viewing there and then do the funeral here. So that might be the thing. So I'll be with certain family members. We might drive out there. And so I was like, that's fine. That's a safer way to go. And I'm not a big fan of Texas itself, but I have a sister there. I have a cousin there. It's interesting. And I can work anywhere, so I can always take my stuff with me and work anywhere. That's the great thing about that. So, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. Family. That's what it's all about. Family, family, family. Well, I'm going to be extra careful because I've been so careful this whole year. I'm not about to be Mr. Reckless and just like go buck wild. I'm looking into see when I can get the vaccine myself. Apparently I'm not old enough, not essential enough, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm old. I'm in my 50s. I can't. They're like, no, we have different tiers here in California. Well, I'm telling you about my trip. Well, I'm telling you about it. But I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to do it. I know, Lucretia, I know. Texas is a big state, folks. I won't be near Lucretia where I'm going. Texas is huge. I've driven through Texas before. It's huge. Texas is like California. They're huge. These states are huge. I've been to every major city in Texas. But I would love to see Lucretia. I would love to see her. That's my girl. Go to a Waffle House. Get some food. Go to Bob Evans, eat my way through Texas. Get some barbecue. That does sound good. I'm not even hungry right now. It sounds good. So you're fully vaccinated now. That's the whole point. I mean, even if I get vaccinated, I'll be cautious. But it's one of those things where at least I know I'd have some kind of barrier to help along. But I'm sorry. I've been so careful. People laughed at me how careful I've been. this whole year. And I haven't gotten even sick, not even a cold, or I've had a few allergy issues, but not even a cold, nothing. I have, knock on wood, I have been so good this whole year. Whataburger is my favorite. I have some Whataburger spicy ketchup in my refrigerator I use all the time. All the time. I love me some Whataburger. I do. Chances are I will be there at a Whataburger near me while I'm there. Of course. I know food from like every state. I've traveled to 42 states in the country. And I've eaten my way through all of them. Do an IG live my trip. I gotta save my power. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll do one. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta save the power of my phone. So what's everybody doing? It's Saturday night. What are you guys doing tonight? Tell me something good. Give me some good news. I want to hear some good news. Because I've had bad news. I want to hear good news. Tell me something interesting. Or ask me a question. One or two. You can do one of the others. They have some in Arizona. Yeah, they have some in Arizona. Yeah, I knew that. You know they're from Texas. Arizona's right there. I know my hair. I gotta make sure I get that in order. I just turned my heater on because it's like 60. It's like 60. It's like 48 degrees here, which is like cold for LA. Oh, that's my Mona Lisa. We were like, there's a lady staring at you. I'm like, it's Mona Lisa. She's fine. She leaves me alone. She totally leaves me alone. I might do it. I should just be careful. I mean, I have chargers and stuff. I'm gonna try to go through all my chargers, get them all ready. So we'll see. I usually like to post. I usually post about my trips in my life. It's been so long. I don't know. I may save it for a future show. I may record stuff for a future show. I don't know yet. I have 2 weeks to think about all this. Yeah, 2 weeks. So I don't know. I know folks like my stories. We'll see what's going on. We'll see how it's going on. Yeah, sorry, soap fans. I'll be back. We'll be back next Sunday, the 7th, with all the shows and all your goodness. So be goodness. Tammy Govea's had some family stuff going on. I, of course, had some family stuff going on. And then tonight, after I left my family, I had 2 show recordings for The Tooth Fairy and for Amore. These 2 new series I have. Oh, and Kalia. I love Kalia. Also, tonight was the birthday party. Oh, that's right. Or a party. Yeah, the party. Oh, that's fun. I know. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I had recordings, family stuff. It was all kind of things going on. The recordings actually helped me through my come out of the grief process. It was like I had something to focus on. My casts, let's say casts, are wonderful. And they're great. Tomorrow night, folks, it is my leading men of my audio dramas. The first, I hope to do one for women from some of the other supporting characters. I'm going to try to just, support, to promote my shows. I have Quinn Van Antwerp, who's on Forever and a Day and Claus the series. I have Dave Moxley, who plays Santa on Claus the series. I have Flobo Boyce, who plays Darrell Light on Mr. Road. And he plays Jafari Dearborn on Dinner at Mama's. I have James London, who plays Cupid on Cupid's Crossing, which our season finale is tomorrow night. Kind of crazy. I can't believe 8 episodes that fast. I have Michael Norberg, our newest person, who plays Inspector Peter Cotton in the upcoming Easter Hare. If you've not heard or seen our trailer, it's out now. Everybody seems to like the trailer. They like the creepy music I chose. But it's my leading men of my leading shows. One of each. I'm going to ask them all kinds of questions about the process, their characters, the shows they're on, how it's affecting them. Do they even listen to their shows? On all of that. So it should be a lot of this group of men should be very interesting to talk to. They're all come from different backgrounds outside of our audio dramas. It should be a lot of fun. That's live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's the one show I'm doing this weekend, on Extra Connection, so on JLJ Media. So oh, you like the trailer? Thank you. You're going to see me with the five guys. It should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. We're gonna talk it out. But I'm looking back. I have 4 series that are out right now. The 5th one's coming out soon. Yeah, I'm just like, and I said I'm recording 3. I'm recording 3 series simultaneously right now. And oh my god, these actors are so good. I've still got castings. I just brought in 4 more people. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it's very interesting. Some really good people who are doing this. Now it's just an embarrassment of riches. You're like, okay, well, who do I pick for this project? And you don't want to use this person too many times. You want to remember that. But so it's kind of a math game. As I was casting for 2 series coming up, it's interesting. I figure out which ones to bring in and who'd be good for this. So it's a lot of work. But we have an embarrassment of riches at JLJ Media. So that'll be exciting. We're also going to be recording the JLJ Media crossover specials again. We have some out already. We have Christmas time and Valentine's Day. This time it will be St. Patrick's Day. And some of your favorites from other shows will be on there. It's kind of fun. And I'm working on an Easter one. I didn't realize Easter's not until April 4th. I thought it was earlier. So, Easter switches around and moves around. So I thought this is really good. So it might be fun. We're gonna have a good time. I have some one-off series coming up. The Santa and the Leprechaun, the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Nutcracker. I have one called Yes, I Want to Believe, written by one of my actors, Doug Hess, who plays Uncle Charlie on Mistletoe Road. Flobo wrote one called Is and Izzy, which we're working on that one. It's a lot. We have a lot of stuff coming out. I have a new book out yesterday, from Forever and a Day, the Tasty Bean series, episode 4 of that. That's out. So I have two Forever and a Day books out right now that are newer. And I have another new song coming out, not mine, but my artist, Cesar Espino, on next Friday. So there's a lot of stuff going on at GLJ Media. A lot of stuff. Maybe more books coming, I got all kind of stuff coming out. But the soap stuff, which I love, that is my success. We'll be back Sunday, March 7th. All the shows will be back. And I'm going to try to get guests. So it's not just, us. Give some little treats. Working on some folks. And when it calls to Hearts. The Hardys showed up the first episode. They showed up. We'll be back again on Monday. We have a guest for the show already. So I talked to Marissa about how she wants to promote that. And yes, I've been trying to talk to some of the older GH people and stuff, and I'm trying to get them on my shows. It's hard. And say with my Bold, Beautiful Rewind, I had another bold and beautiful actress vouch for me in public to this one actor who'd been on the show and said, you should do my show. James is a good interviewer. And I'm trying to get them on there, talk about their time on Bold and Beautiful and in General Hospital. It's hard getting these old folks on there. But come on. Join me. It's fun. Everybody's at home now. So I don't know. We're working on it. We are working on it. I am going to now get off. But I wanted to come on tonight and talk to you. I thought I got to talk to you guys. And say thank you again. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support and love that you guys always show me when I go through difficult times. You know me, I'll go through them, and you guys have been really great and gracious. So I appreciate that. I want everyone who came through here, anybody who watches this later, thank you so much for watching this and joining and whatever. I appreciate it. Everyone, have a safe Sunday. That's the best way to say it. Have a safe Sunday. Bye.